Coming up on the next episode.
Hi, we are here at the bench once again, and we do not have a radio this time. We have a 3D printer. I don't know, I think I thought I had this over on the other table, and I didn't like the way I had to work on it there, so I thought I'd move it over here to the bench, and that was more than a chore, more than I was prepared for, really. But I do have it over here now. So, what I got to do is, there is a plug, and I think that goes, I can't remember if it goes there or there. I'll have to look on my, I've got a picture somewhere of it. But see, I think that can go either way. But one of them has that plug in it, and the other one, oh, here it has this one here. So, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the shorter of the two, I believe. I believe that goes there. And I think this one goes here because it's longer. So I think that's the way it goes, just like that. Then there is a, we look over here, there's two wires here going in that go to, I believe, not really sure, to tell you the truth. There's a black and a white wire, or black and a red wire that come in here, big heavy ones. Oh, there they are. All the way down here, it looks like. That actually looks like that's broke. Huh. I don't know if you can see that. That looks like it's leaning over. It's broke. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's just the way it's in there. But I think that black and the red wire might have to be changed out. I'm not really sure, because it comes through this wire here, and there is a black and a red wire here, as you can see. And I think that is, it shouldn't be, but I think that is a DC. It says 24 volts. I think somebody told me, because there is a plus and minus right there, you can see plus and minus. So that is definitely DC. So, and I'm thinking that is the one. Now that may not be the one. That may be, those two on the end may be this one here. Because those go in there somewhere too. And I think that's what it is. So I'm trying to find the one that goes there. That goes to the other one. Now I think, I thought it was this one here, but I could be wrong. See, I only see, oh, there it is, right there. These two here. These are the ones that go there. So if we move that out of the way, they actually go to these two right here. Yeah, that's a, see, it's got a red stripe. I'm pointing at it, you guys are not seeing it probably. But it's got a red stripe black wire and a red wire right there. That's ones that go to that. So I think all the rest of it's pretty well set. I might have to watch back my video on it. I know I took one, and I'll see what it says, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes. And that's the way it is. So that should do it. Because I've got to untape these tape here that goes through this slot. Then I'll have to retape them back up there to put the new bed on. I've got a new bed for it. Whole new bed. And all this stuff down here, which, let me show you that. This stuff here has to be put back on the new bed. It doesn't come with this here. This goes to the springboard, I think, like this. Something like that. And the big thing about it is I don't know if that goes, I never have figured out if that goes with the spring here and the washer here, or if it goes on against the board, which I don't think it does. and the spring rests on that. I don't think it matters as far as that's concerned, but I want to make sure it's in the right way. I think it actually goes with spring air, so there's some, you know, a little bit of a springiness to it. So, but you can see these black wires here are the ones that I am replacing. The white wires are in something. I think they go to the hot end of the printer, I believe. Not really sure. But anyway, they don't come out this one here, because the only two wires come out here is the black and the red, the heavy ones. So, anywho, I don't know how much you're seeing that or how much you're not seeing it. But there's two black ones there, a black and a red. And that's the only thing that goes through this cable, comes up here to the bed. That's the only thing we're going to really be messing with. So, that's the way that works. Now, the tricky part, like I said, untaping all this and then getting it all back together again. That is the tricky part. You've got to go, like I say, in there. That's where it rests at. I might try to put some tape over that or something just to hold it in there. I used a zip tie down here. I probably could do that there too, I guess. So once I get it taped in, retaped or whatever you want to call it. But like I say, I was thinking that was the wire that went to that, what do you call it? But I'm sure it's not. Like I say, I'm gonna go back in and watch my video on this, and then I'll come back and we'll go over it once again, show you what's what, where's when. All right, we are back again. I've got that loosened from the bundle there. This is the one that goes to the upper extruder, the hot end of the extruder, and you can see, I don't know how well you can tell it, that says B hot, I think is what it says, either E hot, whatever it says. That goes actually to the upper, or to the lower bed. Okay, that's B hot, bed hot is what that is. The other one says E temp, that's the extruder temp. That's this one here. That one goes up to the, this wire here goes up to the hot end, and that's where it gets its wire. It's got all the wires to warm the tip and things like that in it. This is the wire we're interested in here. And as you can see, I've blackened that out around that screw, because that's where the black wire goes for that. And try to get it in there as best I can. And then the red wire goes on the other one that we're going to take out. And of course, this is going to be our one that comes with the new one. It will have a new thing on it. So let's get that loose out, and that way we can take that out, and then we can get the new one over here. And once we get it over here, we can work on the other end of it. And I think there's a cable tie or a zip tie, whatever you want to call it, that holds that plastic piece on there, and that's about all there is to that. But I'm going to take a picture of that and make sure, because I don't want to mess up that. I want to really get a good look at that, how that goes right there. You can see it's zip tied here, and the thing goes that way with the, you can see there's the inside of that. Now I'm guessing that's where the spring goes, but I'm not 100% sure. And I think the nut that levels the bed is on that side. So I think it goes just like this when you put it on there. And I believe that's how it goes, just like that. Again, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. But this is the thing we're worried about, is getting this piece off here, because that holds the plastic piece on, and that doesn't come with the new one. You have to put that have to put that on a new cable. It comes with the cable and the wires and all the other stuff, but that's all it comes with. So there you go. That's the way it works. That's the way I'm going to do it anyway. If it's wrong, it's wrong, I guess. But so, like I said, we have to take out these two here. That one was loose. Huh. Take that one out and this one out. And the black wire that goes to the front end, well, that was loose too. Huh, that's not good. I wonder if that maybe had something to do with it. Both of them were loose. But you can see they're 10. I'm going to put the new one. I don't know if they're already 10 or not, but if they're not, I'm going to put them back like they were, because I want them back just like they were. And you can see this one's getting tighter. This is pulling on this one a little bit. So this is our one for the bed, one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready, and four cat go, go cat go. All right. All right, there you go. That's loose now. Let's back up and show you here. You can see there's our cable. Trying to see how it comes up through here. I want to put it back just the same exact way as I see it, or as it was. So it goes in between there and there. And in fact, I'm going to leave that right there until I get the new one out. And once I get it out, I can go ahead and put the cable in, and then we can wire the other end up separately. So, all right, we'll be back. All right, what you can see is the new one here. And it has basically the same setup. The only thing I see different about it is there's no screws on it. I guess these screws come out. I'm guessing. I'll have to figure that out, but they have to come out some way because they have to be attached to this one. Again, this thing has to be attached also, and I just want to get this out. I keep messing that. I don't want to mess with that. So that's what I got to do next, and that's what we're going to try to do, I guess. And then once I get that, I can put those wires back in that bundle and arrange it to where they go in like they're supposed to. So, all right, we'll be back. All right, we are back again. So it occurred to me yesterday as I was making this video that I really didn't explain why I was doing this. Some time ago, I had a problem with this printer, and I kept getting error messages over here on the display that the temperature on the bed was wrong or out of calibration or out of something. I forget now exactly how it was worded, but it would stop the print. It wouldn't go any further when that encountered that. So Bob and I put our heads together and determined, we thought, that the sensor, let me show you on the old one here, if I can get to it without too much problems. The sensor, which this wire here, this little black wire, well, these two little black wires going to here, this senses the temperature of the bed, and it puts the reading out on the display for you to see what the bed temperature is. And that was the part we thought quit working. So I'm not totally sure that was it, but because when I took the other end of this, you may recall, I think I mentioned it, that these two wires, these heavy wires here, black and red and red, there's the plus and the minus, and I didn't show that very well either on the 24 volt. But anyway, where they connected on the other end here, underneath the on the motherboard there, they were loose, and so I was beginning to think maybe that was the problem. Now we did measure this connection here, and there was no, I think it was supposed to measure so many ohms, but it didn't measure anything. It was open, so maybe it was a twofold problem. I don't know. But anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to show you. That's why I've had to put a new bed on this, because this one quit working. Well, I tell you what, that thing stuck to it good. Now, that's the other part about this, is I wasn't very clear about this, but this is the magnetic surface, and this pad here is the flexible pad, just peels off. You can see that I've got the new surface on the new bed, and that's what we did, and that's what I did there. Now, in order to get the screws out of this and put them on that one, you had to peel this one back, and if you were going to change this one, you had to peel it back. There's where one screw hole, there's 4 screws in there, but you just peel this back, and then, and like I said, you'd put the new, it comes with a new magnetic surface with a sticky on one side and the flat magnetic side on the other side, and that's how you do that. And that's what I did. That's what I did to this one. I put the new surface on there, got it all lined up and everything. It's on there as close to perfect as I could get. And so, I kind of wanted to show you that before we went into start printing with this thing. But anywho, that's how this works. So let's go on to the next clip, and you can see where I've got this ready to go here, and I don't know if it was printing yet or not, but I think I did start printing on it on the next clip. So let's join that now in progress. All right, well, as you can see, I do have the printer put back together. Brand new bed, a heated bed, and a brand new cover too. So if this first item prints out all right, which I think it is going to, it looks like it's doing pretty good. I'm going to pronounce this fixed. One of the problems I ran into was when I put the new bed on it, I had to readjust the Z-axis stop over there on the, well, you can see it over here. But I raised it about a little over a quarter-inch from where it was, because the actual, when you put the home on, it was going down below the build plate, and that was not right. So I don't know if there was a difference in the thickness of the build plate or what, but whatever it was, Bob and I worked through it, decided to raise that up about that much, and that way it gives me some adjustment on these knobs underneath the build plate where you can adjust the leveling, things like that. The way it was, that was with the bed screwed down as tight as it could get it on the springs, and it was still going down too low. So we adjusted it. Like I said, it's a little over, I won't say 3/8, but it's over, or not 3/8, but over 5/16, say, between that and quarter, somewhere around in there. But so, like I said, this way it gives me some adjustment up and down, and that's what you really want. You don't want to have it to the extreme either way to get it level. So this way it is, like I said, somewhere in the middle of the run, so looks like it's doing pretty good. I'll be happy if it works good, so I can get some things printed that I've been missing printing. I've got to reset up everything because my, I don't know if you noticed over here where you probably haven't, let me show you this. This is where my Raspberry Pi usually is attached to here. It's not a big deal. I can still use it. It just won't be attached to the printer, which, again, that's not a big deal. But once I get that back and going and stuff, so I've got to do that. But other than that, I'm printing from the SD card right now. I just wanted to do a test one real quick. It took me forever to figure out what the temperature was supposed to be for the PLA Plus, and so once I figured that out, I could go into Cura and reset the generic, which is 200 to 210, which is I believe what this is supposed to be set at. So anyway, that's what it is set at. So we'll see. This is going to take over an hour to print, so I'm not going to hang around. I mean, I probably will, but I'm not going to leave it on the camera. So obviously this camera won't go over 20 minutes anyway. It had no real problems getting this together. Again, it was fairly straightforward. Getting the new magnetic sheet on there, which has got adhesive on one side, and it's the magnet that matches this plate, or this flexible plate here. See, that comes off, and then it's just magnetically attached. So makes it easier to get your models off, because you can just flex the mat and they'll pop off. So that's the way that works. Nothing else out of the ordinary. I hooked it up just like I said I was going to in the other video or other segment. And so, like I say, that's about all there is to say about it. But back in business, and I'm happy about that. And I'm still waiting on something you guys don't know is that I bought another one of these, and I didn't buy the same one. Now, I think I might have mentioned that the business bought one to print cases for the business, and that went to Bob, and it was a version 2 Ender 3. I think Neo's the name of it, nickname or whatever. But anyway, he has that now, printing cases for the BDST2. and I think he said when he gets 10 together, he's going to ship them to me, and that'll be fine. Then I can go ahead. I've already got 2 or 3 different orders for BDST2s, so I did advise those people that we were having some difficulties in keeping up with the demand for the cases, and then so we bought our own printer, and it's taken a little time to basically get us going on that. So once that is happening and we're all back set real good there, we'll be good. So like I said, this is my personal printer, and the new one I bought is my personal printer. So once it arrives, we'll go over it more, but it was a pre-order kind of thing, and I got a good price on it. I ended up buying the printer, and it's a version 3 of this print, and it's totally different than this printer here. But like I said, once you see it, you'll see why he did it. It's got so many more features than this one does. Not that this one's not a good printer. It prints good. It's just a little bit harder to set up and a little more complicated than the newer ones. They automate a lot of stuff in the newer ones, and so like I said, it just makes it better for people like me, because I'm not so good at this. Bob's the expert of the two of us, because like I said, he does a lot of reading and tries different things with it, and he experiments and things like that, where I tend to just want to print it and be done with it and not experiment. So things like that. But again, once it comes in, I will show you what it is, and we'll see what it prints like. And everything I've seen as far as reviews and videos on it, on this printer that I'm getting, is really good. And they say it's one of the best for beginners that there is. But like I said, I started to tell you, I ended up paying $194.08 or something like that shipped, and that wasn't bad. That was I think the original price was $199, and you get I think it was an 8% discount for tell them you subscribe to their newsletter, or subscribe to their newsletter. You get an 8% discount for that. So by the time the shipping was free, of course you have to pay taxes on it. By the time all said and done, I paid, like I said, $194 basically, and considering this one was over $200 when I bought it, so like I said, happy with that, and we'll see it when it comes in. So alright, I will bring you back and show you the finished product, but other than that, we're going to stop here and watch this print a while. Alright, well, as promised, there is the finished piece, printed out very nice. Very happy with the way it printed out, and I have the printer loaded up with a top for my Highland PS power supply case, and once I get that done, then I can put that back together, or put it back together for the first time actually. So that'll be good. And then I'm going to probably move this back over to the place where it's supposed to be. I have not yet decided what to do with the new printer when it comes, but I'll need somewhere to put it. I may try to put it in the living room or somewhere like that, because I'm running out of room in here. So, anywho, that's the deal on that. So, like I said, happy with the way everything turned out, and I believe that will it's going to work out good. And so hopefully everything stays like that. That's the whole wish and hoping of the 3D printer world, is everything stays as it is. And this printer here has been very, I'm going to say very stable over the years that I've had it, and I can't complain at all. It's gave me good service. Of course, when it does break down or there's something goes wrong with it, that's a bummer. But that's to be expected with any equipment that you buy. It's kind of it only lasts so long, and these little sensors they use, it's all Chinese built. So I will say that for a Chinese company, this Creality is a pretty decent company, and they seem to price their things reasonably, and they do update them from time to time and make them better constantly. So very happy about that, and that's one of the reasons I went ahead and bought another Creality printer, because they are pretty good. So, like I say, you can't complain. So, all right, that's going to do it. So, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see ya.